Hello and welcome to Games v Reality, the podcast where we give you all of the VR news but none of the VR facts, and we barely give you any effort anymore, apparently.
No, or any podcasts.
Yeah. PowerWash Simulator VR has just announced that they're dropping virtual reality support for the game.
Damn it, I never played that. Maybe that's why they're dropping support.
Well, this is why I'm a bit sad. I've always intended to play it. When it was 2D, I was like, yeah, I want to get that.
Yep.
And then it was coming to VR, and it was always on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I never bought it because I think it's $25 US.
You have to do something that you already do at home, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't do at home.
Yeah, totally.
They made an announcement. I'm sorry to let you know that we won't be continuing support for PowerWash Simulator VR. We absolutely love and believe in VR, so this doesn't mean we won't support it in the future, but we aren't able to continue support right now. We've been faced with a crossroads. We have a truly excellent and kind VR team who are working on a platform which costs us more money than it makes, while also having a list of job openings that we're looking to fill. They basically go on to say that they're just taking all of their VR people and moving them into the empty positions. Mm-hmm. So they're not laying anyone off.
Okay.
But the game is not making enough money to justify having a team working on it.
Do you know what storefront this was selling on? Was it a
So this was on Quest, yeah.
Okay, so it was a Quest standalone thing.
Yeah.
There was no
No.
VR version?
And we kind of talked about this before the show. I always wanted to buy it, but I didn't want to pay the full price. I was waiting for a discount.
Yep.
And I think there's still, even for people who play VR, something in the back of our heads that think if it's a VR game, it's not a full game.
Yeah.
And so it's not worth paying a full price.
I even have that kind of feeling when I'm looking at the storefront. It's like, it feels like I'm maybe looking at a watered down version of what would be, especially if it's a cross-platform game, that this is the worst version of that game I could buy.
Yeah.
So,
whereas you could have PowerWash Simulator on Steam and then say, oh, there's a VR add-on, but that's what it's an add-on.
Yeah,
It's not. It doesn't feel like it's a VR
also,
game.
power washing and Steam seem thematically connected. There's nothing going on with that for Quest. So, yeah, that sucks. I'm hoping that eventually they return to the platform once XR gets pushed out to a bunch of AR devices, and you've got people literally power washing in the real world, and they're playing some kind of video gamed version of that, like the vacuum cleaner AR game that you showed me a couple of months ago.
You're tricking your kids into doing chores.
Exactly.
In an earlier episode, we had augmented reality vacuuming. It used augmented reality vision to put coins all over your floor, like Sonic coins, and you would vacuum, and as you vacuumed, you'd collect them.
That's right.
And then a more like practical version of that where it just made it red, and where you vacuumed, it eliminated that overlay, so you knew if you missed a spot or anything like that.
I literally vacuumed in my Quest the other day.
Did you?
Because I couldn't be bothered to take it off, and I was like using pass-through to just like really quickly vacuum the area. I was like, man, I could be using that app right now.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. So
So
power wash, bring it back to augmented reality. That's my recommendation. Do you want to be condescended into signing up for a fake counseling service? Well, like and subscribe, and we can get a BetterHelp sponsorship. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's my that's my goal for 2025 is to get a BetterHelp sponsorship.
Totally. Do you feel bad about not being able to cook? Well, fucking, we'll tell you that you can't cook and that you should buy what is it? Eat Fresh Subway. What's it called?
Pimax. Guess what they did? Just have a guess. If I said Pimax was in the news, what would your guess be?
They released a headset that people weren't happy about.
Close.
Oh.
Think actually more in line with Pimax.
Pimax probably announced the headset.
Oh my god, good guess. Wow. Yeah, they announced a new headset. This is a smaller, lighter Pimax.
Is it standalone?
Are you staying awake for this?
Oh, that's so boring, all of this.
All right, this is coming from Road to VR. The Pimax Dream Air headset represents a new area of focus for the company. While most of its headsets up to blah, 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 this one features a head strap that tightens itself.
Ooh, great. Like the sneakers from Back to the Future.
Exactly. If there's one thing I hate about VR, it's the 1/4 of a second it takes to slightly adjust my head strap.
Yeah. And as far as our experience is concerned, like the company's version of what is meant to fit my head is never what I really want.
Wow, you actually genuinely like this feature?
Well, no, I'm trying to say that like they're probably going to tighten it to a spec that they think is good for me, but I know it's not going to be good for me.
Well, the first thing I did with my Quest 2 and Quest 3 was buy a different head strap.
I did exactly the same thing. I just bought a Quest 3. I have never had this happen to me before. The default Quest 3 strap cut circulation to my scalp, and my scalp went numb. I've never had that happen in my whole life. A scalp going numb.
Wow.
Yeah, it like tightened like this.
Yeah.
And it it was like,
You
bad.
brushed your hair and your whole scalp just
Pretty much.
loosened off.
Yeah, gross.
Priced at $1,900 US, I'm assuming, and purportedly shipping in May 2025. What do you think the chances of that are?
Slim.
Well, this is a slim PC VR headset. It is a compact high-end PCR headset like Big Screen Beyond and the Shiftal Magnetic Superlight. Basically, it's that's it there. It is literally just a super slim headset, and I don't know if you can see there, but those controllers are Quest controllers.
Yeah. I think they did that anyway with the previous stuff. They used other controllers. I thought you said this was a standalone headset.
I lied.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I guess that's the VR news portion. It's not the facts portion. You got
we don't have a full... We don't know the full specs just yet because it's Pimax, and I guess we'll just wait until they release. But this is another one of those, like big screened, super small, compact headsets.
Cool.
I'm on board with this. The only thing that I think is missing from super compact headsets is I still want pass-through. That's the only thing I want.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be perfect pass-through. Like, it doesn't need to be...
I guess not.
Just any
But you're
pass-through.
tethered. You're tethered to your PC. 22.
Yeah, look, here's the device for if you watch this.
I'm watching.
Wait for it.
I'm watching.
Wait for
I'm
it.
watching. Ooh. Oh. That's got gears in it. That's going to fucking break.
How else would it automatically?
I don't know. Through electrical stimuli.
I guess so.
Also, you're paying $1,900 and you got a beastly PC to run this thing. Like the high price point. I want to know what the sales figures are for the previous Pimax headsets, and whether or not this is a good investment.
They must be selling because they keep keep making
Yeah,
more.
totally. It's good to have another headset manufacturer in the market, even if I'm not buying from them. I'm just happy to have the competition out there.
Did you mention another VR headset manufacturer in the market?
Yes.
Because the Somnium VR1 starts shipping soon.
Somnium. This is the Voltron one, right?
Yeah, this is the one with 500 500 versions.
Yeah, and
of
they're all named stuff like the
Elite,
the Elite, and
Obsidian,
the Obsidian version. Yeah, totally.
So Somnium VR1, the European wide field of view PC VR headset, has started shipping to US customers after already shipping in Europe in 2024. So, good job.
Yeah, good for you guys.
These weren't cheap, hey? These were.
No, they're
so okay.
expensive.
Do you want to hear it? Do you want me to do it again?
Yeah.
You list some names.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if this is what the Somnium's called.
Okay, cool.
Go for it.
Volcanic.
Close. There is a V. There is one V.
Vegetarian.
Close.
Shit.
Okay. Visionary.
Visionary. Okay, that was
Alright,
pretty close. That was pretty close.
Good work. Yep.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. What else?
Crystalline.
Oh, I like that. That's good. There is a C starting one, but not crystalline. Way more basic. This is so boring.
It's
classic. I was looking for classic.
Oh, so close.
Okay, think like edgy, cool. Like, what do we got? Well, there goes our monetization.
No, we'll beep that. It's fine.
All right. Do you want me to list them out?
Yeah. Yes, please.
All right. Okay. We got the classic, the Striker, the Visionary, the Titan, the Spectre, the Ultimate.
Right, the Ultimate. And is that the best one of all
and the
of them?
Translucent.
The Translucent? Really? Like jelly sandals?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, there you go. The cheapest one was €1,900 Euro. Their most expensive one was the Translucent. I don't think it's for sale. I think it's sold out. That was €4,000.
Yeah, wow.
And the Ultimate is €3,500, but I think that price is going to change. So it's shipping now. It is. They look like chunky boys. They're chunky.
But they're cool. They're great. They look like those drone headsets that people wear and stuff. They're like, they've got all bits and pieces. And,
way bigger though.
And
That's it there. That's it.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it would come apart and
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If you had, instead of doing this, you
Do
did this.
one. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
VR just gets cooler and cooler.
Oh, yeah, and cheaper. Right?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you want to talk about my favorite thing to talk about with you?
Yes.
Enterprise
Oh,
headsets.
good. I like that with the price point of these last couple of headsets, none of these are actually enterprise headsets.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, Apple Vision Pro, they stopped making the Vision Pro now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we talked about that.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. I
yeah.
think they're making a new, shittier version, right?
Yeah. Oh, also,
Cheaper version.
I think Upload VR, Road to VR, they did a story about Steam had its biggest VR month ever in December.
Oh, really?
But it's all like wibbly wobbly. They have to like adjust for the Chinese market, and there's no hard stats on it.
Yeah.
Remember this headset?
Oh, the Ring.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
Sony one.
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
this has a ring. I think it's cool. I want rings. Ring controllers would be great.
You definitely know more rings.
This is Sony's standalone headset. It is an enterprise headset. Do you want to guess the price?
$4,000 plus Australian.
Australian.
Yeah.
So 4,000 plus Australian.
Sorry, 3,000 USD.
3,000 USD.
Yeah.
$4,750
USD?
USD.
Oh shit! So I was lowballing it.
You are lowballing.
Yeah, totally.
Sony's standalone XR headset for Enterprise CAD now has a price and a release month. The Sony, ready for this name? SRH-S1, as it's now being called, will be available.
How do you pronounce that?
Sursa?
Russia.
Will be available for business purchase January 23 for $47.50 and will start shipping sometime in Feb.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it's got that sweet Qualcomm XR2 Plus Gen 2 chipset. It's got like the latest chipset and all of that. But like this is for people doing engineering and stuff, like creating Formula One cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, the way I've always heard enterprise headsets described is it's for stuff like when you're building a theme park and you're going to have like one of those like immersive experiences, and they've got like a bunch of seats with pre-installed VR headsets.
This one's more for people that are working on multi-million-dollar projects and they're making high detail models. So like think Formula One recreating a bolt for their car.
Yeah,
they'd do
yeah.
it in this.
Yeah. I'm sure all those engineers are like, I already do this on a monitor. I don't want to strap anything to my fucking face.
What enterprise means is they have the money to buy.
Yeah, totally. It means not general consumers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the 7th item in a row. That's just this anomalous copy of a previous item that we've got that we're not going to be able to see or buy in the next 12 to 18 months. This is my first rant for 2025, and it's the same as every rant I've done for the last 12 months. God damn it.
Did you say anomalous copy of a headset that already exists?
That's not the title of an upcoming headset, right? The Anomalous
the
edition?
Anomalous? No. This is from Road to VR. Vision Pro knockoff gets high praise from former Quest engineer.
Cool.
So, this headset is pretty much just like a dupe of the Apple Vision Pro. There's a photo of it.
Wow.
But they actually
Controllers.
did a really good job, apparently. And people are like, oh, this is actually way better than it needs to be.
Nice.
Initially launched in Asia last year, China-based headset creator Play for Dream had its sights on bringing heavily Vision Pro-inspired mixed reality headset to the West. Launching on Kickstarter, they got 2.2 million Hong Kong dollars, about 300,000 US. And they've launched it. They've launched the headset. It's quite literally an Android Apple Vision Pro, but the execution was excellent. Great performance, optics, UI, media capture, playback features, everything. During her time, or the person who tested it said, during her time at Meta Oculus, Watson worked on a number of Quest-related projects, both the tethered link and the company's Wi-Fi streaming. So when Watson says something is good, it probably is. They said the basics like controller motion were nailed down and the resolution was solid. So just this random company started making a Apple Vision Pro knockoff, and it's actually like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like, and now that Apple Vision Pro is failing, like this will become the prevailing headset. Do you think Apple will buy this company and then be like, hey, it was our idea the whole time?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's all of my news. Do you have any news?
I do. In the world of PC VR ports,
Yes.
Luke Ross has released support for the Avatar game, Frontiers of
Yeah.
Pandora. I think
Yeah.
that's the name of it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet, but that was the game that he showcased his like anti-ghosting fix for DLSS, and apparently that works pretty well for people that have like incredibly good hardware. So if you are interested in that, you should check that out.
Yeah.
There's also
just on paper, Avatar would be a great VR game because the whole notion of the game is you are going into
totally.
reality.
It's also like one of the pioneers of 3D,
Yeah.
movies that people love that aren't me. Also, there's a rudimentary port of Doom Eternal in VR. It's all face aiming.
Yeah,
and it's using, I think it's the VK Vision 3D framework.
Okay.
I'm probably misquoting that. I've played a previous port of Wolfenstein 2 using that, and it had like a couple of warping issues. So like, I didn't really like that all that much because as you would move your head, it kind of like distorted
yeah, you
just
did.
a
I
tiny
remember
little
you
bit.
telling me about that.
Yeah. But
Doom Eternal would be fun in VR.
totally. It's got that kind of like it's like you're on a shopping trolley, like moving around like really too quick and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you can stomach that, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of motion controlled aiming, and none of these ports that I'm mentioning actually have those. So like that is a caveat.
Yeah.
But if you're up for that kind of stuff, I think that would be really good.
Yeah, cool. Are you sick of terrible fake crypto coin scams? Well, subscribe to this channel and we promise we'll release a good one.
Enterprise coin.
Enterprise coin, yeah.
It's gonna happen. I purchased a Quest 3 this Christmas. So
yeah.
I'm 1 year late behind everyone
Are
else.
you about to do our next sim and I'm doing a thing in VR? You're doing a thing in VR?
Maybe.
I'm doing a thing in VR. Are you doing a thing in VR?
I am. I'm probably doing more in VR than you are.
You
So
probably are. What are you doing in VR?
I'm playing Hitman 3 Reloaded.
Yeah, so I was flabbergasted. You paid money for this.
I did.
And I was like, what? What do you mean?
All the money that I would have spent on Batman, I didn't have to
You
spend
could
it on
buy
anything.
2 Hitman 3s. That's
I
6
could've.
Hitmen for the price of one
totally,
Batman.
Totally. I am the only person on the planet that thinks that Hitman 3 Reloaded is a better experience than Arkham Shadow.
Yeah. All right. You hate gimmicky combat, and that is
Gimmicky? This is not gimmicky. It's flow based
Okay,
combat.
all right,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Batman did not gel with you, so you thought you'd
No,
give Hitman
no.
a go.
That's
And
right, that's right.
You know what? Probably no one's revisited Hitman since it launched. They probably have cleaned it up quite a
totally.
bit, and you're having fun.
That's right. The only people that have revisited are the developers, and they've made this game like 3-4 times now. So I played.
You told me you played Hitman VR, and I said you need to be more specific. They have
that's right.
announced so many Hitman.
Totally. I played through Hitman, the PC VR port when that came out, and yeah, that was real jank and real broken. All the stuff that I wanted improved in that, I find have improved a fair bit in Hitman 3 Reloaded. The big issue that I totally agree with that other people have brought up is that it performs very bad for a Quest 3 native game.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of like reprojection happening, and like you'll like turn around an environment, you'll see like this stepping that starts to happen with quite a lot of stuff. But I find that the hand interactions are like really, really good. Like if I want to like pick up a gun that's on a table, it goes into my hand immediately. It's not like I'm pressing a button and going through menus and all that kind of stuff. The flow is pretty good. And this is a game that came out like ages ago, that they've like crunched down into something that now works on an Android platform. So like I'm pretty impressed to be seeing like levels that were made for like, like glorious PC ray tracing moments and stuff, and I'm like seeing them like, like in this like real potato format, on a Quest. But I'm enjoying it. Like it's definitely something that's like it's a pretty dynamic game.
Yeah, cool.
You know?
Now it is like $40.
Yeah, it's $40 a bit too
So
expensive.
I think that's 25 US. If you are looking for that kind of game, I think maybe give it a go.
Yeah. Look, this is my kind of game, and I'm very biased towards Hitman, so like I think I'm poised to enjoy it regardless.
Yeah.
It only provides the levels that were in Hitman 3, like while the other versions of this game you can play all the levels from Hitman 1 and 2 and stuff like that, so like it's a more limited experience than what you've found in the previous releases. But for what this is, I would recommend it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'm doing a thing in VR. Do you want to know what I'm doing in VR?
Tell me.
I'm going to be playing all on board.
It's a train-focused game?
No, it's a board game focused game. So this is launching in February, but it's it has an early access sort of demo that is released. It's got a few games available. Basically, it's a virtual tabletop with board games. It doesn't do any of the game mechanics, but it supplies you with all of the cards that you would get.
Oh,
so, like, it doesn't automatically play the game. So when you roll a dice, it doesn't move your piece however many moves.
You got to move it.
You got to physically move every. You're doing it. You got to read all the rules, like all of that. But it allows you to. There will be a bunch of games that will be compatible with it, and it'll allow you to just try a bunch of games with different people, and they can all come in virtual environments, either in a flat screen or in virtual reality.
Oh, so it's crossplay with flat screen players as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice.
crossplay. So I'm looking forward to that. Demio was a lot of fun, and it is also crossplay with flat screen and VR. I just want more of that, and so I'm hoping this will be that, because a lot of people have friends they play board games with, but it's so hard to all meet up at the same place, same time. Where this will allow people to just jump in.
Totally. And board games are expensive as well.
Yeah, board games are expensive.
Yeah, more expensive than Hitman. I played Tabletop Simulator a couple of years ago, and that had like a couple of features that like you would want that I think that this provides.
Yeah.
It seems like a far more dynamic.
There's definitely a market for someone that can just get board games into virtual reality, so we could be like, what do you want to play? Yeah, let's play that.
Yeah, totally. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, cool. That's everything. Have you got anything else to talk about? Yeah. Awesome. That's everything we got for this week. Thank you for watching. Please follow and leave a comment.
Yeah, please. Please reinvigorate any social connections with this podcast, because we have been down for the last couple of weeks.
I'm a real rewards-based operator, so I really need you to stroke my ego to encourage me to keep doing stuff.
Totally. Donate to us. Tell a friend. Tell people that you hate.
Yeah.
Tell us that you hate us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.